Today, we are going to have a slightly different conversation. I know that many of you are on your way to achieving financial success. You are building, you are grinding, and you are dreaming. But sometimes to move forward, we have to look at what is holding us back. We have compiled a list of habits, specific behaviors that guarantee mediocrity. These are the things that poor people do, which the rich actively avoid. Now, before we begin, I want you to take this with a grain of salt. We are not here to judge circumstances that are out of your control. We are here to make you think about your current situation and what you could do to better yourself. Usually, when we discuss these topics, some people get offended. They leave angry comments. But the true winners, the people who really want to change their lives, will write these down and ask, is there room for improvement in my own life? We consulted with mentors and self-made millionaires to break down the fundamental differences in their day-to-day lives. Being aware of these habits might give you the slight edge you need. Here are 15 things poor people do that the rich don't. Number 1. Poor people sedate themselves with television. Let me put it this way. If you have the time to watch hours of reality TV, you are likely not focused on your own reality. It is amazing how much time is wasted on meaningless distractions. It grabs you and it doesn't let go. If you know which celebrity is dating who, or if you catch every episode of a TV show the moment it airs, you are prioritizing their success over yours. Celebrity gossip offers zero value to your life. It only serves the celebrity. You might say, but Eva, I watch sitcoms like The Big Bang Theory to disconnect. And that is exactly the problem. You are disconnecting from your problems instead of solving them. Rich people aim to be on TV or to own the network, not to sit passively in front of it. And regarding the news, most TV stations are biased. They sell fear. Use the internet to get a quick update on the world and then move on to building your own empire. Number 2, poor people fuel their bodies with fast food. Health is wealth. It's a cliche because it is true. Many people struggling financially have no interest in nutrition. They don't know what is in their food and they don't care. They blast their brains with sugar and bad fats because it is cheap and convenient. But this comes at a heavy cost. You cannot perform at 100% of your potential if your body is crashing from a sugar high. If you are not healthy, every aspect of your life suffers physically, mentally, professionally, and even romantically. The rich understand that food is fuel, not just entertainment. Number 3, they buy things just because they are on sale. Listen to me carefully. The only thing you should buy on sale are stocks. While poor people are focused on conserving or stretching the little they have, the rich are focused on increasing their income. Just think about it. The clothes that end up on the clearance rack are usually the ones that people who could afford full price didn't want. By filling your closet with sale items, you are often buying things you don't need just to feel like you got a deal. You are dressing yourself in the leftovers of the marketplace. Don't buy it because it's cheap. Buy it because it brings value. Number 4, poor people wake up later, especially in their early years. I know this statement bothers people, but statistically, it is the truth. Someone who uses their youth to wake up early and grow themselves is far less likely to remain poor later in life. If you sleep in, avoid education, and waste time, you will eventually find yourself so far behind that you will end up miserable. The paradox is this: people who do not hustle in their early days end up working much harder later in life just to stay afloat. Look at Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett. They prioritize their mornings. Number 5, they are obsessed with sports. Unless you are a professional athlete or you own the team, there is no reason to be obsessed. Just like television, it is escapism. Think about it. You are screaming at a screen, putting yourself in a position where you have zero impact on the outcome of the game. This behavior sticks with you. You become a spectator in life instead of a player. You start criticizing the people in the arena while you sit in the stands and do nothing. Don't be a fan, be the player. Number 6, poor people underestimate personal hygiene. Initially, this sounds like a myth, but it explains a lot. We live in a service economy. Human contact is required for a successful exchange of value. People who do not maintain good personal hygiene are trusted less. It is a subconscious signal. If people don't like being physically near you, they won't want to do business with you. And this affects your personal life too. What kind of partner do you think you will attract? It might seem ridiculous, but the first step to success is often just a shower and a sharp appearance. Number 7. Poor people blame others for their misfortune. How many people do you know who always have an excuse? The economy is bad. My boss hates me. I wasn't born rich. There are things out of our control, yes, but 99% of your life is on you. You are in charge of your relationships, your health, and your wealth. Life is not what happens to us. It is how we react to what happens to us. When something bad happens, the poor choose to play the victim. The rich look at the problem, study it, and ask, how can I prevent this in the future? One seeks pity, the other seeks growth. Number 8. They have no money saved. The difference is preparation. Poor people do not get ready for what is next. Having money put aside allows for growth. It buys you peace of mind. If a problem arises and you have savings, the problem is solved. You move on. If you don't have savings, an urgent situation forces you to liquidate your assets, selling your car or your house, or taking a predatory loan. When the crisis is over, the rich are back to normal. The poor are now in a hole they cannot climb out of. Furthermore, when an opportunity arises, those with savings can seize it. Those without can only watch it pass by. Number 9. Poor people use bad debt. Rich people use debt to make money. Poor people use debt to buy things that lose value. The rule is simple. If you take out a loan to buy something that doesn't generate more money than the interest on the loan, don't do it. You want a loan for a massive TV? Don't. You want to use a credit card for the new iPhone? Don't. Unless you are using that iPhone to develop an app or run a business, it is a liability. Earn the money first, then spend it. Number 10. Poor people have children before they are ready. The truth is, kids are expensive, really expensive. In developed countries, raising a child can cost upward of $250,000. Due to a lack of education or planning, poor people often have more children and at a younger age than their rich counterparts. The rich tend to wait. They wait until their standard of living is secure, ensuring the prime environment for their child to flourish. When you have a child while you are struggling to survive, you are making it almost impossible to ever get ahead. Number 11. They do not do regular checkups. We touched on health, but this is specific. Poor people do not get themselves checked regularly. Imagine you develop a serious condition. If you do regular checkups, you discover it early. The treatment is cheaper, easier, and you survive. If you neglect it, you discover it when it is too late. It will cost your family a fortune, and it might cost you your life. Preventative maintenance is the smartest investment you can make. Number 12, spending money before they get it. This is a dangerous trap. The second you start borrowing money or acquiring expenses based on a paycheck you haven't received yet, your life starts to spiral. If you don't have the cash in your hand for something you are willing to part with, you can't afford it. Go back to work, earn it, and then buy it. Number 13, poor people surround themselves with other poor people. You have heard it before. You are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. If you are surrounded by 4 poor people, guess who is the 5th? People often stay poor because their friends reinforce their limiting beliefs. You need people around you who inspire you, who push you, who are doing incredible things. If you are still hanging out with the same people you did in high school and they haven't grown, you need to double check your circle. Don't be afraid to step away. If you don't, your potential will be crushed by those who want you to stay miserable with them. Number 14, poor people never follow through. You cannot control where you were born. You cannot control your parents, but you can control how many hours you put into your dream. We all have the same 24 hours. Yet, some people do so much more. You've heard that 9 out of 10 businesses fail, but do you know how many fail because they never got started? All of them. Poor people have ideas. Rich people have execution. Put it out there, get feedback, improve, launch again. It took years of writing articles before we ever made a video. Stop thinking, start doing. Number 15, poor people believe others should help them. This is the entitlement trap. The world doesn't owe you anything. Nobody does. Believe it or not, you are in this by yourself. You are in charge. When we are young, we all think we will be successful. But then reality hits. The world rewards only the best, those who never quit, those who adapt, and those who solve their own problems. Stop waiting for a handout. Face your problems head on. And because you are still here, here is a bonus fact. Poor people rely on luck and superstition. Statistically, poor people are more religious in a way that relies on external salvation. They hope a mythical force will reward them just for being good. Successful people rely on their own force. Even billionaires who are religious understand that faith without work is dead. They don't wait for a miracle. They build the miracle. I know this list was long, it was heavy, but maybe, just maybe, it will be the wake-up call you needed. If you know someone who is guilty of these habits, do them a favor, share this with them. And I am curious, what would you add to this list? Let me know in the comments. If you have watched until this point, I want you to prove that you are serious. Write this in the comments. I will be rich. Make your desire public. Keep yourself accountable. Thank you for spending this time with me. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a lesson. I'm Iva Koleva. I'll see you at the top.